Welcome to Light Overheat with Professor David Yamani. This week I want to talk about light overheat on Substack. So I've been sharing my work about guns publicly almost from the start. I first blogged on my Gun Culture 2.0 blog in May of 2012. So I'm coming up on my 13th anniversary of blogging there. I've got over 1,000 posts that I've put up there. It's really been kind of the mainstay of the way that I share my ideas outside the walls of the academy. Now, I've also had to recognize that both blogging in general and my own blog has been receiving less traction in recent years. And so I've tried to pivot in various ways to try to keep up with the times, to try to reach people who are interested in my work but may not be a natural audience to go look at a blog. So I certainly tried to keep up a social media presence on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky. I also started this channel, this YouTube channel. I started in part in response to the fact that I had diminishing numbers of people reading my work on the Gun Culture 2.0 blog. And I've, had some success, maybe not as much success as I'd like, but I guess I have a small but carefully curated audience of people who prefer light overheat on the issue of guns. Now, again, in the interest of continuing to press forward and to roll with technological changes, I've been thinking a lot about moving to Substack, and I have recently decided that I'm going to go forward with that change. The idea here being that I'm working on a book on Gun Culture 2.0 that I'll gradually transition my Gun Culture 2.0 blog site to a site principally for that book. And I'll shift my regular writing that I want to make public over to a new Substack, not called Gun Culture 2.0, but called Light Overheat. And I think this will also allow me to think beyond the confines of Gun Culture 2.0. It's definitely a major concern of mine, but I also feel it's somewhat limiting for reasons that I'll start to explicate in the Substack itself. So in the show notes, I'm going to put a link to my Substack. You're certainly welcome to subscribe. There is no paywall. I have never paywalled any of my work, but as I frequently say, the work is free to you to consume, but it's not free to me to produce. And so if you would like to purchase a subscription, either a monthly subscription or an annual subscription, there's a founder subscription which you can choose, which will give you a free copy of my Gun Culture 2.0 book when it comes out, signed by me, of course, and sent to you free of charge. That would be amazing. Not only does the money raised through these fundraising efforts help me offset the cost of doing this work, it's also a tremendous encouragement, right? I have a Buy Me a Coffee page. If you want to make a one-time donation, you may not think $5 goes very far. Trust me, it goes a long way to keep me encouraged to continue to produce this work and to never paywall my work, because my primary goal here is education. So to review, Gun Culture 2.0 blog still exists. It will evolve into a book page. This YouTube channel will continue into the indefinite future. I will also be starting up a Light Overheat Substack in which I'll post about certainly Gun Culture 2.0, but guns more generally. And the only other connection beyond that is if you want to receive some maybe more kind of personal type correspondences, I do have an email newsletter that you can sign up for. I send out a newsletter every couple weeks, once a month, maybe 2 times a month at the most. So that's beyond the blog. It's beyond the Substack. It's beyond this YouTube channel. I really appreciate your interest. I really appreciate your support. If you have any ideas for me, if you want to share any advice, please do so in the comments, or you can connect with me through my other contacts, which are widely available around the internet. Thanks very much, and let's continue working to bring light over heat to the world.